Okay, this is the last one. All right. So, this is with the Nikon Z8 with the 85 millimeter f1.2 again. I did a comparison between this and the Canon R5 II. That 85 millimeter RF lens 1.2 were sharper edge to edge. This has more character where it's sharp in the center and then it kind of blurs depending on where everything is at the focal point. Still a great lens. Just wanted to show you that the commenter said, well, was it the Z8? He says, no. There's a difference between what I found out is full frame cameras have a little bit more bokeh, a little bit more blurriness, but less noise compared to the APS-C cameras, which has 1.5 crop. So instead of an 85 millimeter, it's a 127.5. But the thing is, everything is sharper on the APS-C, but there is more noise. That's the difference. This lens is still great. So I'm going to prove the point of two things. One is this little slideshow right here, and then video at the end. And then you can tell me or show me that, hey, it is a good lens. So let's go to the first one, okay? Look at that. Sharp here, blurry. This is kind of sharp. So I was focusing in this area, but it's blurry. That's what this lens does. Same thing with the dog. Even this is a little bit forward, sharp here, and then blurry. Especially up here. Now, I had different focusing on the Z8 where I had a point in the middle where it was centered. So I got everything I wanted right in the middle of the frame, just to show you sharp in the center, but it's blurry around the edges. See, that one, I think it's sharp right here. But then as you go back, everything is blurred. And you can see the dust and crumbs right here. The painting, you can see kind of like a three-dimensional with the oil drippings. But it's even blurry here, but it's sharp here, then it's starting to blur over here. That's a characteristic of this lens. No problem with the camera. Look at that. The flowers look beautiful, sharp, clear. If you bring in the focus, look at that. Gorgeous. And then everything in the background is blurred. And this time I was focusing in the back. Well, actually, the lenses. But you see it's blurry in the front. And then there's more right there. If I go back up one, yeah, I was focusing on these two right here. And you see, with that little pinpoint that I wanted to show what was in focus, it makes all the difference in the world. It wasn't taking one leaf that happened to be in the front that the autofocusing went to. That's why I had the pinpoint on, is I want exactly that part that I want to show that it's clear, sharp. That's what I was pointing on. Same thing with the lens. This was it. You see one there. I think there's another one here. Did you see? And I think I was trying to catch a wasp somewhere around these pictures. Where you see, I was focusing there instead of over here. Clouds were wonderful. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? I love that fluffiness. And then there's Lucky checking out the yard. Yeah, he was looking for a stick. And he'll get one. But look how sharp the flowers are. Blurry in the background. Now, I wasn't close to the flowers, all right? But the closer you get to your subject, then the blurrier the background becomes, depending on how far this is away from the subject, okay? But the bird nest, and you can see some of the stuffing from my cushion that Mr. Peekaboo has put into this nest. That's where he sleeps at night. Birds don't like him. My cat doesn't like him. The dogs don't like him. But he's a character also. I like him. And there's this crepe myrtle, but he has been watering the trees, so they're not blooming. There's the kids' little tree house, slide, swings. They got a trampoline right over here. I don't know what this is. Maybe for shade. I don't know. And then he got a stick, and it didn't take him long to chew it all up. There he goes at it. So I think I misfocused right there. It's sharp here. So there's the grandfather's clock, my mouse, plant. I was focusing on here, focusing on the bike, focusing on the levers, focusing on the boat. And then on the little light right here. So you can see this picture's on the other side of the door. Get the reflection, but look how sharp this is on the Last Supper. That's pretty good, almost. You can see a little noise. You can see the famous World War II when Europe was won. Times Square with a nurse kissing a sailor, and she was on a lunch break, and then I think that made the Life magazine. But stained glass my mom made. I was focusing on this. This is closer, but you see, I was focusing on this. This is even blurred right here. And this is on the, yeah, this is in focus right here also. But anyway, up there, that one. So you get the picture. Where you focus is focus, and then on the side, it kind of blurs out. Now I'm going from one subject right next to each other. Look at that. All in a row. So it's blurry on, well, this is okay, but usually it's blurry on both sides. I think I was focusing on this one because the other one was the piano. Yeah, that was piano. But you see, it's blurry. Piano is sharp. And then the husband and wife or grandparents, whatever. And of course, the picture at the end. And then, of course, the girl. So you can see that I was taking a picture of myself and then the Last Supper. So you see, you point here, it's sharp. You point here, it's sharp. So you point here, it's sharp. Point here, it's sharp. And let's take a look at this, okay? Bring it in closer. Yeah, it's even blurry back here. Sharp, blurry. And I'm scrolling through, taking different shots. Gotta watch my dog. He ate the cat's dog food. He's going in and out now, so he has no problem going out the doggy door. He doesn't bark much, but when he does bark, it's pretty loud. And there you have it. So I am going to get out of this preview. I am going to my movies, and I'm going to show you a video. Where is it? Uh, hmm. Let's look at this. Yeah, Z50. Yeah, this is the Z8. Okay. Let's stop this real quick. Okay, Nikon Z8, f1.2. See, if you don't move it much, it will get in focus. If I move it up, so you see, it will focus with this lens. It's just taking a little while. So you stop moving and it focuses. Just a short video clip that we had. Look at clouds. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's look at some more clouds. So you see, it does get in focus. And this is a great lens. And this is at f1.2. And then Nikon Z8. And there you have it. So that's my take on the lens. It's not the camera. It's the lens character, okay? I show you the difference between a full frame and APS-C cameras using this lens. Use 4 cameras. So I use the Z8, which this video is on. I use the ZF. They're both full frame. Then I use the ZFC and the Z52. They have different processors, but still, they did the same on the focusing with the lens. Just to show you that this lens is more character, depending on if you want sharpness compared to a little more creamy, bokeh lickish is what I call it, or luscious, bokeh luscious, or luxurious. I don't know, but It's a great lens. For good cameras, the lens does the job. It's just up to the camera to decide how it performs. By stopping down, everything will be sharp, okay? 1.2 gives you the creamier look, the little kind of like blurriness on the edges. That's what you want. You want the subject sharp, and just if you want the whole subject sharp, then you can just stop it down, okay? But this lens gives you a lot of options. So you've seen a video, you've seen the slides. Let me know what you think. It's not the camera. The lens acts the same way on different types of cameras. And anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.